All right. We've got 9 a.m. It is Saturday and it is day 7. It is day 7 of our 21 Days of Gratitude initiative. And we've been beginning each morning with a movement and gratitude practice informed with yoga and yoga asana. And it's such a beautiful thing, especially if this is perhaps something that you're doing for the first time, this sort of routine of meeting yourself in the morning, right? And so I hold gratitude for you. You inspire me to continue checking in on myself. We inspire each other as a community as we gather together for this reminder that we also have the power to inform and to nourish our own wellness as well. And we're using gratitude and movement as a tool for that. All right. So before I go into what today's gratitude reminder is, let's go ahead and sit down, get comfortable so we can meet the breath as well. All right. So I'm seated here on my blanket. I recommend also having a blanket or a folded towel, something to provide a little cushion for your sits bones. Go ahead, take a moment if you need to adjust that. And once you arrive to your seat, let's talk about what today's reminder is in terms of our gratitude practice. Today we're reminded to hold gratitude for hope and courage. And I think that is just so powerful. So hope and courage, all right? Let's go ahead. Think about those two words for a moment. What does hope look like for you? And what does courage? We sometimes feel like courage means that we can't be afraid of anything. But actually, to have courage is to have awareness of fear, but doing the thing anyway. And I'm pretty sure that if you take a little walk down memory lane, go ahead and think about a moment in time that you had to do something that maybe you didn't want to do, maybe you were nervous about it, it was something that you were afraid of. Even if it's something from your childhood or if it's something in more recent memory, I think it's something you might have done that you didn't really want to do, but you know you had to do it anyway. And if you can count a couple of those things, even if it's just one, congratulations. You are courageous. You hold courage in your heart, your mind, your entire being. Let's meet our breath that feeds your courageous body, breathing in and out through the nose. And let's invite movement into the arms next, lifting the arms up. And you might exhale as the arms come down. Inhale, the arms lift. Exhale, the arms lower. Inhale, the arms lift. Exhale, the arms lower and stay here. Breathe in with your arms down. This time as you exhale, lift the arms, switching the breath. Inhale, arms down. Exhale to lift the arms. Just trying both breath cycles here. Breathing in to lower. Exhale to lift. And it's fine to switch the two around, as long as we notice when we're holding the breath and trying not to hold the breath. Good. The next time that our arms come up, let's take the left hand towards the side so that the right arm can reach a little bit more. You can bring your gaze up there. You can move your chin, your neck. Maybe you turn your gaze back down a couple of times. And then invite your right arm to sweep over to the other side so that the left arm now takes a nice big reach. Your head can move, so just bringing a little bit of movement to all of our smaller joints as well, getting some blood flowing or fluids moving. Good. One more time towards the left side. And let's add a little bit more movement into the spine. So instead of just the lateral bend, let's fold a little forward as if we were bowing. And then lift the heart as if the heart wanted to say hello to the ceiling. And take that flow a couple of times. So a little sideways cat and cow pose variation. Good. Let's see if we take it over to the other side. Let your right hand guide you. You might initiate with that side bend first and then take a little forward fold and a little open heart. Cat and cow. Beautiful. The next time that the left arm comes up, let's come back to center, sitting up nice and tall. Let the crown of the head continue to lift, and it may feel like you're pushing or pulling, I should say, your jaw back towards the back of the neck and lifting the crown of the head as if you have a little string pulling you up towards the sky. Good. One more breath here. Feel the elongation, your sits bones rooting, legs rooting. Good. Round your spine a little bit here. So release that length, that sense of neutral spine. And let's bring one more wave. And then we'll give this to the hips, to the lower body a little bit more. We're going to bring the heart forward. And we're going to lean to the side and start to draw a circle with our shoulder girdle around our pelvic girdle. You can have your hands around your knees. It's any way that makes sense for you. If your hands want to do something else while you're doing this, that's fine too. Good. And then from here, we're going to move towards tabletop position. We've brought some juiciness, some awakening to the upper body. We're going to now bring the blanket that was underneath our sits bones, and it'll cushion our knees in tabletop. And so here, I like to introduce the hands and the wrists by making handprints all over the top of your mat. You can feel also the texture of your mat or the carpet. So I'm on a carpet right now. And you also introduce the back of your hand and get curious about what other corners we can get our hands to. How far can your hands move? Good. Still being supported by your trunk, by your body. We move back towards our neutral tabletop position here. And one cycle of cat-cow. Tuck the tail. Let's hold our cat pose for an extra breath. Rounded spine. Keep the chin tucked. Lift your tail. Move towards cow pose and pause. Lifting the tail, lifting the crown of the head for a back bend. Moving to a neutral spine, and the left leg is going to make its way out towards the side, a little perpendicular to how your trunk is angled here. Bring some weight onto your right hand and spiral the left arm up, opening the heart, opening the chest. Good, and then circle the hand down. Heel toe, walk that foot forward. Let's come to a low lunge. Tuck the tail. Feel grounded through the right thigh, through the right leg. And your left foot, invite it to drag backwards so that your pelvis moves forward. Rock this out a couple of times, waking up a little bit of our hips, a little bit of our hip flexors and extensors on the other side. Now, can we stay forward, a place that is comfortable, where you can put a little pressure, and by pressure I mean that you're actually pressing down as if you were holding something with your foot. Engage the muscles of your left leg. Engage also the glute here, especially on the right side. Bring your arms up. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, bend your elbows like cactus arms, and you can open the heart a little bit. Good. Slowly here, we're going to come back down to tabletop. Heel toe the foot out of the way as the hands come back to the floor. And then switch sides. So the right leg moves out. Good. We bring weight onto the left hand so the right arm can spiral up. Good. Slowly circle the hand back down. And bring the right foot forward. Take a few steps until you arrive at a low lunge. Good. Tucking the tail here, feeling the engagement on the left leg. And then again, awaken this right foot. Press it into the ground and then drag it back so that it pulls you forward. And with control, you have a moment to greet the other side. Maybe some hip flexor stretches here. After a little awakening there, we'll take a pause, perhaps bringing the pelvis slightly forward. Both legs have to remain active. They're supporting and rooting you here. Bring the arms up once you feel stable. On the next breath, you can bend the elbows and let the heart just shine open. Beautiful. Let's start to make our way back towards tabletop. Heel toe the foot out of the way. Good. Tuck the toes, moving towards downward facing dog. What we want to do first is lift the knees off the floor and continue to press the ground away as if you were lifting something over your head. Your knees can stay bent or they might lengthen. You can even pedal. Maybe they switch. Good. Enjoy that little walk and walk it all the way towards the top so you can land in a forward fold. Take your time here as you arrive to this forward fold. It may be the first forward fold of your day, so you're getting a moment to assess the sensations in the back of your hamstrings, the back of your legs, crown of the head might release a little bit more. Good, and then slowly begin to roll yourself up to stand. Can you feel all the segments of your spine stacking over each other? Coming to your mountain pose. Good. Now we're going to finish our practice with a little warrior dance, I like to call. Our reminder, our theme today is gratitude for courage, for hope and courage, right? And so warrior pose is an amazing shape to really feel and fuel our own courage. What we can do is, it doesn't matter if you're on a mat or on a carpet, but find a way that you can stand in a wide leg position, beginning with your feet parallel with one another and toes pointing forward. Good. Let's make a star shape out of this and bring your arms out to a T. Take a big breath in and stretch out your arms even more, even your fingers, like they're reaching in opposite directions here. Good. Then turn your palms to face down. And they can kind of flap like wings a little bit. Good. Beautiful. Let your arms float up. Turn your palms towards each other. And let your arms float back down until your hands find your hips. Notice how your hips are facing either the front of your mat or your carpet. Keep the pelvis facing this direction, but externally rotate your left leg. So instead of bringing the pelvis to point with your toes, keep your pelvis facing in that direction that it began, and our foot, our thigh, our knee, go ahead and bend your knee, is pointing in that direction. And you can take a moment to bend a couple of times, introducing the joints to this movement. And let's sustain a little static energy by holding the shape. Keep the knee over the ankle, just nice and still. It's okay if you go a little past. Just make sure that the muscles are nice and active, and reach the arms out. Your gaze can be past the front middle finger. So our gaze, our head, is moving towards the front hand. We're going to hold this for one more breath. Now we're going to lift the arms up, straighten the leg. Bring your hands back to your hip and rotate your left foot to point forward again. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Pelvis stays as it is. Your heart, your chest, everything stays here. Our thigh, our leg externally rotates to point to the opposite side. Bend your knee now. And see if it tracks over the foot rather than to the left of the foot or to the right of the foot. Can it go in line with the foot? Even if it goes beyond the ankle, that's fine. To see if we can keep one nice track. Good. Then find a place where it's comfortable to stay. Maybe it's knee over the ankle directly. If it goes a little past, that's fine. Probably means you've got some power in your thighs, so do make sure that they are engaged. And then bring your arms out. Your gaze is going to move past the right middle finger. We are strong. We are powerful, courageous warriors. Good. Let's lift the arms up. Bring your hands to the hips as you pivot your toes to face forward. And just one more time to the other side. Bending the left knee. The arms come out. This time we'll make it a little flow, lifting the arms up. Exhale as you return to your warrior. And you can take it at your own pace, your own breath. Good. The next time that you arrive at your warrior, pause. Bring the back hand to the back leg and lift the left arm up. Returning back, hands to the hips. Pivot. And come to the last side. Find your warrior two once more. And let's make a flow, a little dance, lifting the arms. Warrior flow, bring it back down. Good, last one. Let's stay in our warrior two. Reverse warrior, back hand to the back leg, and lifting the right arm up. Good, hands back to your hips, straighten the front leg, heel toe the feet together. Come back to a standing position, shaking the feet out. Find the breath, find the vibrations of your heart and your breath dancing together now that you've moved and engaged your body as we did. We'll take a final flow to make our way down towards the ground and seal our practice together. Lift the arms on the next breath. Maybe bringing the gaze up, your heart up, and fold over the legs. Take your time. Lift the heart, maybe look a little forward. That's your destination. You're going to bring your hands back down, and you're going to walk your hands and your knees forward towards tabletop. If you'd like to explore a little downward dog, maybe for a couple of seconds before we simmer down, that's awesome. Or you can take a final cat-cow. From here, We're going to bring our feet just a little out of the way so that we can find a seat again. And we'll spend just the last moment meeting the breath. If today you'd like to finalize your morning practice lying down in corpse pose or shavasana, that's fine too. Otherwise, stay with a little seat, a little mindfulness practice. It continues here as we meet our own breath, as we observe our energy now. Just notice how the breath moves naturally. You don't have to control it too much. I invite you now to bring one hand to your heart, and one hand to your belly. And so here, feel a big breath in, fueling your body, feeding your heart. And as you exhale now, lengthen the exhale a little bit more. Feel the warmth of your hands. Inhale, lift into your hands. Exhale. Slowly exhale a little more. Lengthen it if you can. As we come to seal our practice, let's step back into our mind and heart space and hold gratitude for our hope and for our courage. Acknowledging that courage does not mean to be fearless. Rather, it means to be aware of what might frighten us, even if we don't understand why it frightens us. But knowing that we have the power to overcome, we have the courage to continue. Your hands can stay as they are, or they can come together at heart center in Anjali Mudra. And there we'll take 3 breaths to seal our practice. A breath in through the nose. Full breath out. Breath in through the nose. And full breath out. Final breath. As you exhale, bow to your space, your practice. May you recognize the power within your breath. And most of all, recognize yourself as your own best teacher. I thank you for sharing your space, your energy with me on this lovely Saturday morning, day 7 of our 21 Days of Gratitude initiative. This is your reminder to carry on the day, hold gratitude for your hope and courage, and whenever it feels that the battery is running low, just take a moment to reflect on all of those moments that you did something that you thought you were afraid of. You did it anyway. I know you've done it, so you are courageous and you've got that hope within you. Have a wonderful day, everyone.